Okay. Let's have a quick cheeky stream while we're at it. While we're here. I don't know if this is going to work, to be honest. It could do. You never know. How many more streams can I get in before the patch? Is what I'm thinking. Supposedly, there's not going to be a wipe, but I don't trust. I don't trust any of these cards. You can't say the word can't in the first 14 minutes of your live stream, otherwise get demonetized. You can't say it. You just can't say it. So, as you may have gathered, we're going to try and do some gold ones. I really need my phone. I think I have the Corsair until the end of this month, I think. Is that how it works? Let's try Asia. Asia wasn't working for me last time. So yeah, I know that there are two main hubs for gold trading. One is SM18 on Microtech, and the other one I have no idea. So that's why I need my phone. So hopefully I'll have my Corsair. Otherwise this will be a short stream. It's gonna work. Holy fuck, it worked. You can't say fuck as well in your live streams. Why have I got that placeholder sign there? It's a bad sign, right? How are we looking? Okay. Getting close to... I imagine that I'm going to lose money this stream. I don't really have much in my inventory, do I? I've got one helmet. So yeah. 885,841 smackaroonies. I fully expect to lose money this stream. We'll see. That's not me present. Uh-oh. Alright, let's do it. Someone left their bags here. Imagine if I could loot that. What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? This game is broken. Fuck this, I'm gonna go play Starfield. Whoa, that's cool. Anyway, I managed to successfully load into the game, no problems, so let's put our win on the board. There'll be plenty of fails this stream, I imagine. Okay, so let's see if we can Google this. Gold trade routes in Star Citizen.
Capsule now approaching station. Stand clear of disembarking passengers.
Running well, at least. Gold trade routes. Star City. What's that? Why is this so... Isn't there like only 2 places? UEX client trade routes last 3 days. Okay, gold, Shimbun SCD... Fuck off. SCD1. Sellout area 18.
Nearing next stop.
Where is Shinbun? Shinbun SCD1. What the fuck is that? Maybe that's the other one. For sure we're gonna get pirated this stream. But that's mainly why we want to do this. Just to have a bit of fun, that's all. Nothing wrong with a bit of fun, right? I'm assuming that the Corsair is going to be at Hurston. If I have it at all. Alright, let's see what we got.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Corsair Port Olisar. Oh, that was not what I expected.
Your insurance claim has been sent. Your insurance claim has been sent.
5.5 minutes.
Please
From all of us at Microtech,
goodbye.
welcome to the new Babbage Interstellar Spaceport.
Look at this guy's outfit. Have I got a gun? I don't have a gun. I thought he did have a gun. Oh wait, I got a gun on my hip.
From the best in shopping, dining, and entertainment, be sure to visit New Babbage's renowned promenade.
Thanks. Alright, we got 5 minutes. Ooh. You okay, bro?
Hi. What can I do for you?
We can't use her anymore? Oh, yes we can. Ask about the greeter.
I'm a 9th generation social protocol system, designed and built right here in New Babbage. When I'm not managing complex urban logistics, I
can barely hear her.
and learning interesting new things.
What?
Can I help you with anything else?
Ask for a joke. Ask about the planet.
It was in 2865 that the Senate granted Microtech exclusive
What?
rights to settle on Stanton 4.
What?
That fateful day, Microtech is working tirelessly
I can't hear you.
to world that is home to some of the brightest
Speak
minds
up.
to be found anywhere in the Empire. Creating
What?
a welcome in space that is creatively inspiring,
Huh?
technologically advanced, and just a whole lot of fun.
Sure. Yeah. No, that's fine.
Keep a careful watch on all personal items.
That Pico's still floating? No, it's not. Can I jump behind here? Oh, yes, I can. Oh. Hey, guys. You need a hand? Stop T-posing. Stop it. I'm gonna jump on the desk. Can't stop me. Is there a bin? Why is there a bin over here? There's two bins. Yeah. I need a bin outside. Is there a bin outside? Oh, there is.
Be sure to explore all New Babbage has to offer, whether it's the latest in cutting-edge technology or the beauty of our award-winning garden.
Can I throw this in the bin, maybe? The bin's there. So I think if I bounce it off this wall, right? About there? No, of course it doesn't work. That would be too interesting. Near enough is good enough, right?
The Empire's leader in cutting-edge technology.
Hey, bro. What's wrong with your ear, dude? What's wrong with your ear? She's creepy. All right, that was 5 minutes for sure.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Looking
What?
for a good time? Be
Your
sure to
insurance
visit Wallace
claim has
Bar
been
and
sent.
Promenade. Only a quick ride
Still
on
1.5
Thank
minutes.
Please visit us again.
At least I'm at New Babbage. I'll get to same time there, I suppose. How many people in this server? Oh, it's not. Oh, is it? Oh dear. 07. Does that mean it's gonna 30k? Or are they just saying hello? Oh, that's terrifying. A minute and a half. Let's stare at these bowls. In the bowls for a minute and a half. I wonder if you could actually climb up there. It looks like you can. What? What? It's an invisible wall? What is this, Starfield?
Located downtown with a luxurious Aspire Grand.
That's bullshit.
For the latest updates on ship availability and
Welcome
gate assignments,
to the
please
ASOP
use one of
Vehicle
the
Retrieval
conveniently
System.
located terminals.
Wait,
Vehicle selected. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following.
how short is this stream gonna be, do you think?
Your belongings belong to you. Keep a careful watch on all personal items.
Am I going? 10. I think it's 10. There she is. I'm really trying to do RC mining with this thing while I have it. How do I close this thing? What's this thing? Ah! Why did that open again? Did I hit it twice? Okay. I like that big circle thing. That's cool. a bit framey in here. Alright, let's go. Am I making big bucks? I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. We're going to try that. We're definitely going to try. We're going to go for gold. Let's see what happens. I'm sure we'll get pirated. That's the expectation, right? But there's going to be people hanging out there to pirate us, but that's okay. My stick is still doing funny things. Ooh. You see that? You see me? Those things flying up? Whoops, that's not what I want to do. This is a bad start. Tried this game for the first time yesterday. Well, there is... Gold is the most valuable thing to mine in not mine, trade in Star Citizen. So, many people who trade, how do I put my wings down? I totally forget. Landing gear up. Okay. No, that doesn't work. Okay, fine. You can get pirated. Like, gold is the most valuable thing to trade, and there's only basically 2 places to trade gold. They're both on this planet. They're both on Microtech. One is at SM-18 and the other one is at SCD-1. Both on this planet somewhere. So it's like a choke point, right? If there's only 2 places where you can get valuable stuff, then everyone's going to go to that place, and then that means everyone's going to... If you're a pirate, you just hang out at that 1 or 2 spots and you just prey on people, because everything's physicalized, right? So all you need to do is disable the ship, and you just pull out all of the stuff that I'm going to buy. I'm going to go to this place to buy a bunch of gold. People can just disable my ship and steal all my stuff. We get the Corsair for free until the end of September. So I haven't really used the Corsair much. There is a way to put the wings down. That's VTOL. K is VTOL. And Alt K is not the right button. I'm going backwards. And my stupid joystick is fucking up now as well. Which is always fun. Okay, so we've got... Let's try if we can find SCD-1. What does SCD-1 mean? Okay, that's SMO-18, right? So that's one of the places where we can go to buy gold. What is SCD? SCD-1, I've never heard of this before. SMO, the Necropolis, SMO, no idea what that means. SCD-1. Is Ghost Hollow. I could look at the map, but the map is so garbage in this game, I'd rather just look at each icon individually. SMO-18. Okay. Well, let's check out SMO-18 then. I can't see, I don't know what CD1 means. Anyway. Let's check it out. Usually if you go there, then it's already sold out because all of the stations in Star Citizen, all of the outposts, they're all connected globally. It's a global system. So if there's people in Germany buying up all the gold, there's going to be no gold in this station. Isn't that wild? How'd you get the free ship? It's the free ship is the winner of the ship showdown. So there was a contest. People voted this ship as the winner of the ships for this year. So they just give it to you for free. Everyone gets it. You should be just in your hangar. All right. So we've got one guy. We've got a blue guy on the side here, right? You see that? The core set to buy is expensive. Yeah. I'm not even sure if it's available to buy in-game yet. What is that ship? Okay, so he's probably a scout. He just jetted off. You see that? The comma ray in the top right is still active. That means that if anyone tries to kill me, they'll get a crime stat. You can disable those comma rays, so that's a big warning. If that sign in the top right corner isn't there, that means someone's disabled the comma ray and they can kill you without any repercussions, right? So we just had a player hanging out and then he jetted off. We got some white icons at the mining facility. These could also be scouts, scouting to see if someone's buying stuff. The fact that the comma ray is up is a good sign. The fact that there's so much activity around here is a bad sign. The thing is, what they want to do is to make me feel comfortable enough to buy. If there were like red icons everywhere, bad guys everywhere, I just would fuck off, right? So they don't want to spook me. They want me to feel secure enough to go down and buy. And then after I buy, they want to attack. Got an Andromeda here. Why did they... No one's to be clear, no one's done anything yet. But this is something that you can do in Star Citizen to make money. The reason why they do it, it's a gameplay loop. It's one of the gameplay loops in Star Citizen is to pirate people. But, you know, if you want to be a hired hand, you can defend cargo haulers. That's also another gameplay loop. Okay, so a bit of activity going on here. But this is the game. Online multiplayer game. There are risks involved. And that's what makes it so Interesting. The risk versus reward. There are lots of different ways to trade in Star Citizen. You can do low yield trades or high risk trades. This is a high risk trade. But it's the most valuable trade you can do in Star Citizen at the moment. But you certainly don't have to, you know. I'm voluntarily coming here because I know it's high risk, because it'll be fun, right? It'll be fun and entertaining. Habitation, that's a bad sign. Where the hell can I buy stuff from? Got a lot of wrecked ships here. What's the most... I've never been pirated. I've been playing this game for 2 years. I've never been pirated in my life. But that, I'm hoping that will change tonight. Is this the right one I want to go to? Yeah, storage. If you want to check out pirating streams, there's the Mongrel Squad on YouTube. They do pirating content. And... yeah, I've seen them get millions of dollars from players. Out of stock. Out of stock. That's what always happens. Because all of these kiosks are connected worldwide, there's more demand than there is supply. Yeah, right. Was it... Do you know if it was a space fight between you and some... Oh! Gold. 2 SCU. It was a real person? That's pretty rare. Wow, that's the first time I've ever been able to buy gold. Slamming ships into each other. Yeah, well, that happens sometimes. Yeah, actual PvP in this game I find quite rare. What server were you on? Because I hear that the American servers are a lot more kind of... There are a lot more trolls and a lot more murder hobos on the American servers. I play on Asia server and I almost never get messed with. It makes it kind of boring. I want a nice balance between being left alone and having some fun. You know what I mean? USA YouTube guide brought me to a farm, yeah. Yeah, the USA servers, I think, tend to be a bit more exciting. Oh, well, I'm glad that you got some action, but you know, I would recommend, if you're starting out, I would recommend flying around in Arena Commander and setting up your keybinds. You can do the Pirate Swarm or the Vandal Swarm, and yeah, you know, you do a couple of rounds of that, you start to get a hang of basic flight. Get your keybind set up, get the basics of flight, and then jump into the PU. But PvP in this game is very, very complicated and very, very difficult. So it's one of those things that takes forever to learn. It sounds like you did a good job though. You held your own. Well, I managed to buy 2 SCU. 2 SCU of gold. A gold rush. Whoa. I don't know what I should do. Should I just fucking hang around and wait for the pirates to come and grab me? Or should I wait for another 2 SCU of gold to pop up? This is hilarious. I've never done this before, so like,
What can I do for you?
and I can only see bad guys when I'm actually in the cockpit of my ship, so I have no idea. Go away. If there's like people flying around at the moment.
This isn't the time.
Let's do some looting while we're here. Oh, I've already got stuff in in this inventory. Okay, fine. Didn't I see another box? Ah, yeah. All right. This is ridiculous. Gold Rush. That was my second trip there, and I was expecting anyone to be there because it made it there once before my first light and it crashed into the ground. Yeah, alright. I haven't done the tutorial. Oh, YouTube guide you said you did. Ah. Yeah, well, like, you know, any outpost like this is going to have like those boxes, and you know, you just have free gear. Gear is everywhere. Like, you don't need to spend money on gear because this is all the stuff that I've looted. Just these red boxes and these kind of grey boxes. They're in all these outposts, so you don't need to spend money on gear. A beginner's guide someone made. Man, YouTube is godsend. Well, I really don't know what to do now. I've got 2 boxes of gold. If someone pirates me, they're going to feel so disappointed. Two boxes of gold. There's got to be people all over the world doing exactly what I'm doing right now. Just sitting and waiting for this to tick over and resupply. Trading is so broken at the moment in this game, man. What? It says that you you recently decided to play. Why? What brought you to start Citizen? It's a real I love the game, but it's a difficult game to love. Starfield? Okay, okay. Yeah. Yeah, so I've heard good and bad things about Starfield. Ironically, I don't want to spend that much on a game. I spent $50 on, I spent like, you know, $45 plus tax on the cheapest starter ship in Star Citizen because I'm a cheap ass. And I don't want to spend like $100 or whatever on Starfield, on a single player game. Plus, having other people in the game is so much interesting. So much more interesting for me. Even though it can suck. 100 hours. Yeah, well, it's good to keep an open mind. Plus, you know, Star Citizen is often free to play. It's probably one of the best sandboxes I've ever played in. But probably not the best sandbox game I've ever played, if that makes sense. I haven't played Starfield, but it seems like the game side of Starfield seems a lot more in depth. $60 USD. So you must have bought. I bought the Aurora, which is like the cheapest ship. But did you get like the Titan, the Avenger Titan? This is thrilling gameplay, by the way. Oh, what a guess. What a guess. The Avenger Titan's great. The Avenger Titan has, you know, it's got good storage and it has a bed. The Aurora has a bed, Yeah. Oh, 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 whoa, 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 whoa. Look at this. 100%. We're full. All right, we're full of gold. Let's go. Yeah, the Aurora is basically a cockpit with a bed strapped to it. Beds are good for bed logging, so you can log out and wake up in space. They're really, really valuable. But storage space is also incredibly valuable. There's almost no storage space in the Aurora, so the Avenger Titan is a great starter ship, one of the best. So that was a good choice. We are gonna blow our money. All right. Yeah, and it's one of those games. It's like I've been playing for like I said, about 2 years now. It just changes so radically patch to patch. There's a new patch coming out probably in a week or so, which will change everything again. So like it's one of those things. You chuck your 50, 60 bucks towards it, and then it's always there. You know what I mean? You can abandon Star Citizen for a year, come back, and the whole game is changed. You know what I mean? All right. All we have to do is survive. We got a blue marker getting targeted. Radar lock. Yeah, he's scanning me. We've got the satellite. We got to get out of atmosphere. Atmosphere is going to be around 10,000 on our altimeter on the right there. Yep, we've got a red marker now. He's targeting me. Inbound missile. It's a hit. $8,000. More flares. I'm not gonna fight. I'm not gonna fight him because I won't win. But I have turrets. Ooh. We got away. Holy cow, we got away. We did it. We're a little banged up, but we're okay. Holy cow. I thought for sure we were dead. Why are the wings in? Because I can't put them down. I forget what the button is for putting them down. And I think it makes a difference during atmospheric flight, but not in general. The wings are up because I don't know the button. An option on the dashboard. Let's have a look. Engine on. Power off. Scan mode. Exit. Proximity flight. Exterior lights on and off. What's this? Come on. Deploy landing gear. No. There probably is a button. Oh, that guy must be pissed. Left side. Extend. Wing. Beautiful. There she is. There she is. Wonderful. Yeah, like, because there's a lot of firepower, especially forward-facing firepower. You see, I've got like these. I got 4 guns here. I got a turret here and a turret here. What I would want is my turrets to defend. I could have like turned to face him, but I think that I wouldn't have won that fight because you can outmaneuver me essentially. That's the ship I was in yesterday when the small ship attacked me. Yeah, because smaller ships are a little bit overpowered in this game at the moment. They're working on that, but yeah, I just wanted to book towards the get out of atmosphere so I could warp away. That was my strat, and I mean we survived. Now we're gonna get to New Babbage. Holy cow! Well, I said that that's the first time I've ever been pirated, so I can check that off my list. Yeah, absolutely. And you know, we saw him when we were coming in. That blue marker, for sure, he was some kind of scout. But you need buddies to pirate. Because he could have taken me out, but then you got to like haul the gear out of my back. In the back of my, what you call it? Carriage? But yeah, that's got to be a bad end for that guy, right? I'm gonna put a win on the board for that. That could have gone really badly. Well, for sure I can't do that twice, right? Oh! I'm assuming that's not him because this is an armistice zone. You can see top right, there's you got the satellite icon, but you also got the bullet with the cross through it. That means you can't fire your weapons in the armistice zone. So it's pointless tracking me down. Yeah, exactly right. You just wait for the next hit. But man, the Corsair. Kudos to the Corsair for like holding up to that kind of punishment. Did you see how many, like, see all these blue triangles? They're all like missiles coming at me. He fired basically all of his missiles at me. What's this guy doing? We got a second guy behind us. I wonder how much SCU your Avenger could carry. I know the Aurora can carry like 3 or 4 SCU. You can see there's a bright blue marker there. So there's one guy, and there's the other guy to my right. They're blue because they're friendlies, but if they target you, they turn red. Or if they have a crime stat, they turn red. Those white ones are just empty ships. Or bugs. A lot of bugs in this game. As you probably already are. Am I going the wrong way? When do you think it's coming out of alpha? There is a lot of work to do on the back end still. Hey, thank you for following Duke7. So at the moment, where are you going to put me over here? At the moment, they just added persistence to the game essentially. So we're sort of in this middle territory where we're after persistence but before server meshing, which is kind of a lot of jingo, to be honest. But let's put these wings in. But basically, this patch that's coming and the next patch, and probably the next couple of patches after that, will be slow rolling server meshing. Server meshing is basically to alleviate the server load. There's a massive server load in Star Citizen. There's like 100 player max cap at the moment, and they want to extend that. So they want to add a bunch of servers to share the load of the game, right? So they're making a single player game. Yeah, they might release that soon. Did I not? I do have my gear down. People are theorizing that maybe they'll release that game next year, maybe, but it's still not clear. The single player game, of course, you know, there's no such server load. But with the multiplayer game, it's a massive server load, so they need to alleviate that with server meshing. So I think, you know, maybe end of this year, beginning of next year, we'll start to see that roll out. And it depends on how that rolls out. Really depends on when it's going to get out of alpha and move into more of a beta phase. Because I consider this back-end stuff, that's all alpha kind of stuff, right? Whereas beta is more like optimization and bug smashing. So it could be as early as next year, but you know, it's a big game. It's a big, complicated game. So it's phrases like alpha and beta start to lose their meaning. You know what I mean? Because they're already optimizing the game, right? And they'll never stop adding features. They're just always going to be adding features, but I really think server meshing is a big part of that line between alpha and beta, for me at least. I don't know about the company. Maybe the single player game will be fun, but I suspect that Starfield will probably be more fun. Starfield exists in like 100 star systems, whereas the single player game for Star Citizen is just the one star system. Who knows though? Because a single player game has a lot of celebrities. So maybe that means something? I don't know. I haven't bought the single player game. But that's mainly because I just don't pre-order games, you know what I mean? So I didn't pre-order Starfield. I just wanted to see how it was. I can't go to other star systems. It's just the one star system at the moment. With the next big update, we're up to like this is 3.19. Next patch is 3.20. The next 4.0 patch will be the second star system in Star Citizen. So, you know, there's no loading screens, no fast travel, none of that. So yeah, the next star system is almost 3 times larger than the Stanton system. We just have this one star system at the moment. Once they have server meshing in, the play field of this game is going to, you know, almost triple, which is pretty wild to think about it.
Careful, doors are now closing.
They want to have 100 star systems, which I just don't see how that's possible, because that is Star Citizen is almost already one of the biggest games ever made outside of, you know, games like No Man's Sky and things like that. It's a massive solar system. You know, Starfield has 1,000 planets or 1,000 planets and moons, but really it's just one procedural generation. It maps one map, right? It just makes a map of different kinds of maps. Arc is 500 gigabytes? Jesus Christ. I mean, I don't mean like the size of the program, but like the size of the territory, because you have fully explorable maps in Star Citizen, whereas in Starfield you just have one procedurally generated map and a whole bunch of menu balls, right? So it's what Starfield is doing is a little bit different to what Star Citizen is doing. Arc is 500 gigs? That's insane. My buddy plays Arc. He says it's really good. I'm thinking about checking it out. 500 gigabytes. I think my SSD is like 1 or 2 gig. I don't know. Can I put that game on my hard drive? Jesus Christ. All right, so how much did we even spend? Oh my god. I spent half my money. I didn't realize. Okay, well, let's see how much we make. Right, which I don't mind. This is also kind of an illusion as well. You know, Star Citizen is creating an illusion too, but I think Star Citizen sells it better. As I say, I've never played Starfield, but you know, they both have smoke and mirrors, but I just think Star Citizen sells it better. Holy cow, I didn't realize I'd spent half my cash. Let's sell instead. Gold. That's 538,000. What have we had? We had almost 900,000 before. So now we got... How much did we make? Did I just make 100 grand? I mean, that's a short run. But I risked 400 grand to make 100 grand. I mean, I don't know. Jeez, that seems kind of risky. Yeah, I haven't really checked it out because I don't know if I'm a big RPG fan. I'm certainly not a big single-player game fan. But I was thinking about checking out the new Cyberpunk patch. Yeah, I mean, you know, there are in Microtech, this area that I'm in at the moment. I'm in this planet here, right? So when you're in this system, you can what am I doing? The mercenary illegal monitors detected. These missions. Usually there's like 3 or 4 of them. You can do them back to back. They take like 5 minutes each. And you can see they're 20 grand. You could easily make 100 grand in an hour just farming these missions. I'm parked on CRU L1. Where are you? You're right here somewhere. Like there's a lot of good missions around here, especially bounty missions and what do you say? The bunker missions. You can also make a lot of money doing bunker missions. If you do illegal missions, you have 2 types of missions. You have general and personal. In your personal tab, these are all the illegal missions, right? So if you're in the Crusader area, you can go into your illegal tab and you'll find maintenance missions. Maintenance missions are just like pick up a box from this spot and throw it away. That's it. It's super easy. Some of these missions are like $6,000 a piece. Some can be 15,000 bucks a piece. They're the easiest missions in Star Citizen. You just grab a box and throw it away. And yeah, 15k a pop. With illegal monitor missions, these are 20k a pop, but they're a lot more difficult. How much are the ships? It depends. Like, I think the Mustang Delta is like 180,000. I'm saving up for the Arrow, which is about 900,000. So I've already got enough for an Arrow. You know what I mean? Somebody landed a Hercules behind. Like a Hercules, some of these ships are like tens of millions of dollars, right? So some ships are really expensive. Some ships are cheap as chips. I wish I could buy more than one. A quick buy. I'm just buying one at a time. I have to find a kiosk to buy more than one at a time. The Hercules is a good trading ship. Alright, so I can't believe we did a successful gold run. That is insane to me. It's almost... I thought that I would not do that. I thought that would be impossible to do. But I've actually successfully done that in my first go. Oh my god, okay. So there's a rock climbing wall here. How the fuck do I get out of here? There's a cult here. Why does it sound wet? Maybe we should try a different trade route. Yeah, most people don't attack you in Star Citizen. The guy in the Herc probably has more to lose than you do, right? Like he's probably trying to buy, like I did there. I spent like 400 grand to make 100 grand. So, you know, you have a lot to lose when you're trading like that. So people in a Herc, I mean, it depends. There's the artillery version of the Hercules, which can drop massive nukes. So those assholes, they don't mind attacking people, but in general, people in Hercs are cool. They're pretty chill. It was the white one, yeah. I think they don't have a skin on them. I think they're all white, but I don't know. There's a A2, a C2, and the M2. And the C2 is the commercial hauler, but I don't know. I don't think I'd be able to spot the difference just by looking at them. If it's flying over Jumptown, then it's an A2. Outside of that, I'm not sure. Well, now I'm not entirely sure what to do. Should we try and see if we can buy some barrel? SMO10.
You will be leaving the station.
I wonder how much my repair costs are going to be. Right? That's the other thing to think about.
Keep a careful watch on all personal items.
I kind of wish I had a gun, to be honest.
Welcome
From all
to
of
the
us at
ASOC
Macrotech,
vehicle retrival system.
welcome to the new Babbage Intercept.
Alright, let's have a
Vehicle
look.
selected. Stand by.
Apparently it's an expedition ship. It's probably like the best trader I have. I wonder how... What is the storage size?
Looking for a good
Welcome
time?
to the ASOC vehicle retrieval system.
Right, it's 72 and my cutty is 46, so it's, yeah, it's bigger than my cutty. This is the biggest hauler I have. Even though it's not a designated hauler. I'm pretty happy to hear that there's no wipe for the next patch, though. Because it takes a while to build up from an Aurora to have the modest fleet that I have. Man, I always lose frames when I come in this ship. Alright, what's the bill? Ah, look at that. $2 grand for that. But still, that's not too bad. Opening? Yeah. Alright, we're good. My joystick's not acting up this time. Does anybody in chat know the... Oh, now I'm getting blown around a bit. How do I put my wings down? What's the button?
Thank you, and please visit again.
Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. Oh look, there's a space station. Yeah. Ah, those guys must be so cut they didn't get me. They didn't catch me, no. But that dude was taking me on solo. You really gotta have at least a 2-man team if you're pirating. I think this guy's... We got a blue marker here. Do you think he's like... scouting me? Maybe not. Maybe I'm just being paranoid. Let's go to an OM and see if we can find... Well, the Comrade, I guess. Let's see if I can find Shimbun SMO10. I feel like I've seen SMO10. Okay, I'm too far away. SMO10 will try and get some barrel if we can. That's going to be a little bit less hot, I imagine. SMO10, okay. Here we go. Like I said before, this is the first time I've ever done this kind of trading stuff, so forgive me if I'm not an expert. But these are pretty easy trade routes, like to go from one spot on the planet to another spot on the planet and make 100 grand is like... That is pretty easy, but you know, if they had one other system, if they had pyro in this game, can you imagine like hauling from one solar system to another really valuable cargo? That would be so fucking stressful. So like I said before, they don't want us to be spooked going there. They want to trap us after we buy. So ideally, you'd have two people in the air and you'd have a scout on the ground, I think, as well. Going to third-person view is a bad idea. I got one white marker there, but I think that might be just a bug. Like, maybe that's a bug, or maybe that's someone who has exited their ship and is scouting this location, you know what I mean? Like, how am I supposed to know? It's such a shitty bug. A dead body there. Reassuring. Blown up cutter. Okay. Got some dead bodies, but maybe that's okay. Let's see if we can get some barrel. Why can't I jump that? Oh, I can jump it. Better grappling is coming next patch as well, which I'm really looking forward to. I kind of want to hang around and see what I can loot, but at the same time I'm too nervous. I have no idea where to buy stuff from. I imagine this stuff you'd get better at, right? You'd know exactly where to go each time. What's this say? Habitation. Come on, man. It's gonna be the one that's closest to me, isn't it? Hey bro, you okay? I feel bad that I'm gonna loot this guy. Ah, I forgot to grab the stuff from the local inventory again. Jesus, I'm an idiot. I didn't even check if this is storage, but it is. Alright, here we go. Come on, man. Come on. Barrel? Alright. We can get 160 grand worth. Let's get out of here. This is going to be quick and dirty. Should I mess with the elevator? That dude's got to be looking for me, right? Come on, open, you son of a bitch. Maybe, maybe the elevator was worth it. Alright, let's go. Go, 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 go. Get off the ground. Get off the ground, you son of a bitch. This was a good idea. This is not technically buying gold, but, you know, for sure he's going to camp. Obviously, we've got somebody camping that outpost. So doing a cheeky barrel run keeps them guessing, you know what I mean? Strategy. I'm joking, of course. But this looks pretty safe, right? We bought for 160 grand. I'd be happy if I made 30k, to be honest. Slow and steady wins the race, right? It's a pretty easy run. So if you are making 30k on that run, can you complain, to be honest? If it's less than 30k, then yeah, I'm gonna complain. Then it's totally not worth it. What are these dudes hanging out around here? Just another beautiful day in Star Citizen. Am I right? Nothing better than when the sun is rising in Microtech. What's my favorite planet? That's a good question. I always make my home at Lorville, but the reason why I make my home at Lorville is because Lorville's kind of in the center of the map. You're sort of equally far from all the other planets in Hurston. I like Hurston, it's pretty grungy. I like ArcCorp now they've added clouds. I love doing box missions in ArcCorp. When you're landing on the roofs at nighttime, it's so cyberpunk, it's so fucking cool. And of course, yeah, Orison is so beautiful. I love those pink clouds. The platforms are beautiful. The performance is better now at Orison, so it's more enjoyable to be there.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
That's a tough question. Favorite planet? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Lorville? Yeah, man. I always say the front end of Star Citizen is incredibly beautiful, but the back end, it's the back end that's not so pretty. Don't look at the back end. Don't look at that mess back there. Just look at the pretty horizons. Look at the pretty clouds. Alright, what do you got for me? I did call... See, with Microtech, it's totally bugged. Like, here we go. You have to get so close before you get the icon. It's wild. But that's the same parking spot as I had last time. Ah, that's not what I want to do. Put these wings up. It's weird the wings go up whenever I put my landing gear down, but they don't come down when I put my landing gear up. You know what I mean? Even still, though, they look cool. I love them. Well, that one was a little bit more kind of like low risk. The risky part is parking. Sweet.
Complete. Have a pleasant stay.
I'm not sure why. Maybe we'll find out soon. If there's no real profit to be, if there's no real profit to be made with Beryl, then we'll know why it's such a low risk trade route. Oh. But that's successful, so I gotta start thinking about the next one. I'm just going off on a list that I found on the internet. So we've done the first trade route. Now we've done the second trade route. So try the third, I guess. I just don't know where this station is.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval Systems.
The $1 million job. I mean, if people can steal from me, they could make $1 million, I think. If that guy had successfully pirated me, he would have gotten like over $400,000. Yeah, the Corsair is not a big ship. Like the Hercules is much bigger. The Hull C is coming in the next patch, and that's going to be the biggest ship. Like this, the Corsair holds like 76 boxes, and the Hull C holds over 4,000. They're like, with a ship that big, it's like you can trade in like high volume, low value stuff and still make a ton of money. What am I doing? Going to the metro. Yeah, well, there's supposed to be modularity with some of the ships, but you know, Starfield is just on another level with that kind of stuff. Like, I know that they have a tool called Rastar, which they want to use for their outpost building. So what they want to do is for the players to be able to build their own outposts. I don't know if they'll ever have that for like building spaceships. I hope that they would oh my god, have it. I hope in the future you'd be able to like build a space station, right? Build maybe an outpost on an asteroid, or build some kind of space station out in the black where no one can find you. That would be cool. But yeah, the shipbuilder in Starfield is next level. Well, you know, that's the thing. What would it do to the servers? At the moment, this whole solar system is running on one server. So the first implementation of server meshing, they're going to split this up and have it running on 2 servers. But what they want is for it to dynamically spawn multiple servers to carry the server load. Yeah, like that's the thing, because you're kind of sharing a shard. So, you know, if you build a space station in a particular location and then you jump to a different shard, does your space station disappear? You know, that would be weird if that was the case. So I don't really know how any of that stuff works in a multiplayer game. The great thing about Starfield is it's like single player games, so it's like none of that matters. You can just do whatever you want. And it doesn't affect other people, but the decisions you make here just affects other people's games. It would really suck if you spent a whole bunch of money, built a space station, then jumped into a different shard and then disappeared. Right, and then you're like Rust, right? Rust in space. I don't think they know how it's going to work, to be honest. All right, let's sell this stuff. Remember, we bought for 160 and we sell for 100. That's 23 grand. 23 grand. Oh, dear. That's not great. We're now in the $1 million club, though. All right. I'm gonna try and find... No, that's the one I had before. This one here, SCD. Oh, it's in Crusader. That's why I couldn't find it. Alright, let's take a trip to Crusader. If these stairs don't kill us first. Hi! He's wearing his sperm suit. Yeah, I don't envy CIG, that's for sure. They've made a bunch of promises and yeah. I don't know how they're gonna fulfill those promises, to be honest. But it's not my problem.
Capsule now approaching station.
I'm just here to enjoy the show, you know what I mean? Time plus desire. I mean, they had a lot of big ideas in the beginning. And now as the project is starting to become real, it's like, oh dear, actually, how are we supposed to do that? Yeah, well, you know, they've got the thing about this project is that people want to fund it. So if people keep funding it, then they'll eventually figure out some kind of solution, right? Yeah, I mean, who could even predict that we'd have this kind of technology? I mean, when they first started this project, there was no DLSS kind of tech, for example. You know what I mean? At the moment, Star Citizen doesn't have any kind of super resolution kind of scaling, no FSR, none of that sort of stuff. So no global illumination or no ray tracing, but that's all stuff that's kind of coming down the pipeline. And I would love to see DLSS added to this game. That would be really, really interesting.
The capsule will leave.
Yeah, I'm already feeling my age. I do love a bit of PvP, but I'm certainly not as sprightly. I don't think I was ever good at PvP, to be honest. I'm being honest. But even worse so now, surely. But I do like it. I like games like Rust, where you're doing these menial tasks like building outposts or making clothes, but there's other people around to fuck with you, and it's just, I don't know, for some reason that makes the game more alive to me.
From all of us at Microtech, welcome to the new Babbage Interstellar Spaceport.
I should stream Rust more often. I really like that game, but I don't really play it that much. Alright, let's grab our ship. I'm gonna head to Crusade. Oh my god, this naked dude is fucking hanging out.
All the beauty of our award-winning
Where's your pants? Where's your clothes?
has a lot going on today.
Ain't you a bit cold? Where are we going? Hang it in. Rust to Ark. Yeah, I never checked out Ark, but I really love Rust. Yeah, well, that's how I got Rust. I paid like $20 for Rust back in the day, and I had it. It was like pre-release, and the first time I loaded into Rust, it took forever. It took like 20 minutes or something to load into that goddamn game. I loaded in. The whole screen was black. I couldn't see a goddamn thing. I didn't realize what was happening. I didn't realize that it was just nighttime and I couldn't see anything. I thought the whole game was broken, and then I died, and then I just didn't play it again for like a year. It's like, this game is... I got ripped off. Oh, Jesus, really? Fucking hell, man. People who cheat, man. I assume there are cheats for Star Citizen, but I guess just nobody bothers. It's such a niche game. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna plot a course for Crusade, and then I'm gonna grab a drink. But yeah, I came from like the PUBG, Rust kind of angle. Played a bit of DayZ, and for me, hands down, Star Citizen does the whole multiplayer angle stuff the best, you know. With the crime system and how everything is balanced. It's like there is PvP, but it's not PvP focused, if you know what I mean. Sometimes games like DayZ and Rust can be too loot orientated. So then you can help people out. You know, it's not like PUBG. You can help people and you can team up, but people just end up killing each other for loot. It doesn't really happen in this game because loot is meaningless in Star Citizen, but people will kill you for your cargo, that's for sure. Cargo is valuable. I actually really like how all the guns in Star Citizen, they're all the same. All the ammo, all the armor is kind of basically the same. You have light, medium, and heavy, so it's like no one really wants to. I mean, there are some rare skins in the game, but nobody's just gonna screw you over just to grab your helmet. You know what I mean? All right, let's do this. I'm gonna go to Daymar. All right, I'm gonna be back.
Salad, salad, delicious salad. We must all consume salad. It would be a mistake not to.
I pity those who do not possess salad.
Salad, it's what people crave.
All right, still 40 million to go. Let's try and get where is it? Shimbun Mining Facility, Daymar Crusader. It says to sell at Area 18. Okay, fine. We can do that. That seems like a long haul. But I'm game. What else am I gonna do? Would it be cheeky to go back to that original spot? To go back to SMO 18? That'd be a bit cheeky, wouldn't it? I assume that guy's still there. See, the thing about like the microtech trade routes is like they're so short, right? Just grabbing from here to go to there takes like 5 minutes. Like this stuff, like traveling these distances, is a pain in my dick. And there's no like engineering gameplay yet. I've got an MFD on the floor for some reason. Whoa, what is that button? Nothing. That should be my self-destruct button. How is that not my self-destruct button? Exit. I guess that's my get out of jail free card. Is a beauty. No wonder she won. Actually, maybe there is something I can do with my ship. Didn't I loot a bunch of stuff? I did. All this NAF. Oh, well, I got the gun, I guess. Is it all SMG stuff? Yeah, it is. Oh. Well, I can't carry that much, apparently. Okay. Now we've got a gun. I do love this. I wish there was a bit more of this in Star Citizen. This kind of character that this cockpit has. Alright, 9 million. This looks like I've lost the sound. This happens quite a lot in 319. I really hope they fix it in 320. Because I hate losing the sound of the... I don't know why, but I really hate losing the sound of quantum travel. I think it's so cool. $3 million. Maybe I'll die of thirst. traveling this distance. All right, here we go. All right, it's the big handball, the big bacon ball. So we're going Daymar. Make it so. All right, so it's on Daymar. Mining facility SCD1. 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 That's it. We did it. We found it. All right. I'm sure there's not going to be any trouble here. No chance. Chance. Should we put down our wings? Entering atmosphere, so we'll put our wings down. It's going to make a huge difference. Okay, we got a dude on our right, maybe, potentially. Or is that a bug? You love this game, right? Alright, let's make some easy money. Remember we started out with 890,000? Now we're up to 1 million. Let's see if we can lose all of our money. This could ruin us. This trade. High stakes. Okay, what's that? I don't like these white markers near the landing zone, right? Yeah, I'm just checking out the gold runs if I can. I was saying before, I've never been pirated before. And so I went to SMO 18 at Microtech. Instantly engaged. Instantly. I had a full cargo of gold. And the dude was like throwing missiles into me. And I got away. After 2 years of playing, that's the first time I've ever been pirated. That was a bit of fun. So I think supposedly I can buy gold here too. So we're gonna try and see if we can get some gold and get away with it, essentially. Also, I'm doing this because we have the Corsair for free for until the end of this month, so you know. Normally I wouldn't have a ship big enough to make trading worth it. Maybe you could make a case for the Corsair not really being a trading ship. But yeah, you know, I thought this would be a fun little experiment. I've never really done this before, and everyone sort of says Don't do it, man. Don't do it. You'll get pirated. So I took the challenge. How you doing? Gold. No gold. There's no gold. Gotta wait. Where did the gold go? It was there. There you go. There it is. Ah, the whole sea seems like a... The whole sea seems like a bit of a failure in general, right? I've seen multiple people complaining about it. But, you know, it's always the way with CIG. The first iteration is always trash, and then there's a patch, and then there's a patch, and then there's a patch, and then over time. That's why I think it's... That's why I would make the argument for getting things like the whole sea into the game sooner better than later. I've been using it. Did you see the recent... Was it the ISC? Where they were talking about like getting rid of ship inventories altogether and having everything physicalized? And then they had the whole sea with like an aurora attached to it. That was nuts. If you could actually do that with an aurora, with a whole sea, that's game changing. If all of a sudden you're like a mini Liberator, right? Or what is that? What's that ship? Transport ship? Is that the Liberator? How many ships can you transport with a whole sea? Yes, 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 yes. That would be insane. Could you imagine? Just like the whole sea comes out of warp and then all of these little ships just pour off it and start attacking. That would be insane. That was cool. But like that's Star Citizen, you know, like you do a tiny thing like physicalizing cargo, and then the whole dynamics of the game change. It's the same with the cargo grids, right? If you can get just random shit to stick to the cargo grids, then that's really, really exciting. No, plus, you know, I imagine that's a little way away before we can just start attaching random shit to the... Oh. That's someone coming in now. Oh dear. That's not good, right? Or is that an NPC ship? That's an NPC ship, I think. What do you think? 33%. Oh, really? Sweet. Yeah, I think when did I buy Beryl too? How many ships do I have? That's a good question. I don't know. I got the Corsair for free. I have my Pledge Aurora MR. I bought an Aurora Legionnaire. I also bought the Prospector, the mining ship. I bought the Cutlass Black for transport, and I also bought What was the other ship I bought? The cutter. I bought the cutter as well. And I also have an ROC, which is like a driving mining ship. Like at the moment, I can afford to get something else. I was going to buy the Arrow next. Thank you, sweetheart. I could book now. 33% inventory. I'm looking forward to doing salvage in 320. Yes, I am. I'm actually really happy that we're not getting wiped for the next patch. This gives me hope that I can buy a vulture. So I want to do a vulture stream, but the twist is I want to do bunkers with the vulture, right? Because if you don't know, when you do bulk bunkers, you're hired as security, so you get a free pass. Normally in a bunker, you would get shot out of the sky, right, Jukes? You'd get killed. But if you accept this mission, then you're allowed to land at bunkers. You can go in there and you can clear out the bad guys. But there is security there as well. If you shoot security, you get a crime stat, and the turrets that are at the bunkers will destroy your ship, right? All of a sudden you become a bad guy, they destroy your ship, so you're fucked. So what I want to do is I want to grab the vulture, do bunkers, and salvage the destroyed ships. There's always destroyed ships at bunkers because people invariably screw it up. They always mess up. They always get their ships destroyed. So there's always a ton of wreckages at the bunkers. So I want to do bunkers with the vulture, see how much money I can make. I hear you can go to jail in this game. Yes, yeah, you can go to jail, but jail's interesting. I went to jail recently. I went to jail and because you can mine in jail and you can reduce your sentence. But if you loot other players, they're like dead bodies in jail. So if you loot those players, you can get minerals, turn them in and reduce your own sentence, right? But there are parts of jail where there's no security, there's no monitoring of crimes. So what you can do, I found a rusty shiv in prison. I didn't do this, but you can go into the bowels of prison where the space isn't monitored and kill people and steal their NPCs, kill NPCs and steal their minerals. You can just hand mine as well, of course, but there are a few things starting to emerge in prison that is making prison a little bit more interesting. I hate bunkers because of the security there. I really want the RSM platform missions back. Yeah, I'm hoping that they come back either this patch or the 0.1 patch. That would be cool. Because I think we did those platform missions, Fox, right? We did them together and the fucking server lag was so bad. It was just like people were bouncing around everywhere. It was really an awful experience. So I've been trying to do Ghost Hollow as well, and just the server performance is too bad for that. But yeah, it seems like they're going to slow roll server meshing. So I think this next year of Star Citizen is going to get really, really excellent. I think it's going to get really, really interesting if they can start getting a better server performance. You know, we might actually have a game on our hands, Fox. Can you imagine that? I'm in Japan. I'm in Japan. I think Fox is in America, and I think you and Fox are in America, and I'm in Japan. For sure, there's someone scoping me now. You're in Michigan. Oh, sweet. I don't know American geography that well. Michigan, let me guess. Michigan is kind of like northeast-ish. That's my guess. Oh, I sound American. I'm Australian. I born in England, grew up in Australia. I've been to America. I've been to Disneyland. It was cool. I've been to Hawaii. Yeah, I'm an Aussie living in Japan. No, I'm from the south part of Australia. So once you start getting into the northern areas of Australia, you start getting into like what's his name? Fuck, I forgot his name. Crikey. It's a barracuda. Steve, what was his name? The guy that died. I forgot. Well, it saves confusion, right? The broader the accent. A dingo ate my baby. Steve Irwin. That's right. That's what I'm trying to think of. What should I do here, Fox? Should I just buy the barrel and run? That's boring, right? We should wait for the gold. The gold rush stream. But for sure I'm getting camped. Oh, somebody... See, this is the great thing about PES. The funny things people do. The crazy things people do. Surely I'm getting camped. Sure, you're on board for pussing out? This is a little bit boring, right? Just waiting for the gold to tick over. Oh! Did it? No, it didn't. How's Japan this time of year? Fucking hot, man. It's miserable and humid. I'm from, like I said, I'm from the south of Australia. The southern parts are quite a dry heat. It gets hot, but this humidity, man, it kills me. And, you know, global warming, climate change, yada, yada, yada. This summer has been like the worst I've ever experienced. Usually August sucks. This summer went from June, July, August. Now we're going halfway through September and it's just a nightmare. It never ends. Global warming or global cooling? Well, so far I've only experienced global warming. I have heard that if the what is it called, the cycle of the oceans, if that gets disrupted, then you might get like a new ice age in Europe. I've heard that theory before, so I guess that would be an example of global cooling. But right, I don't know what's like in Michigan. It's probably fucking freezing in Michigan for all I know. But I know that in America you get those polar vortexes or whatever they're called. So like, it seems like the weather's just going crazy in that country. As well as massive heat waves. In Australia, it's just, yeah. That country is just on fire all the time. And parts of that country get to like 50 degrees Celsius. We get, you know, we get like 5 or 6 seasons in Japan. We're coming into typhoon season now. So It gets really hot, but then a typhoon will blow in and cool things down a little bit, which is good, always good. Have you ever been to Japan, Jigs? If not, you should definitely come and check it out. Oh, 17.222 is, that's all right. That's not too bad. That's like right where you want it, right? Well, it's a great country. I'm sure you'd enjoy it. I recommend September. If you come in September. It's a little bit more bearable. Yeah, I came to Japan for a holiday for about 2 weeks. And 2 weeks in Japan is like, you know, a couple of days in Tokyo, a couple of days in Nara, a couple of days in Osaka, and I thought, yeah, I want to check this out a little bit more. I want to sort of get to know Tokyo. 3 or 4 days in Tokyo is it didn't feel like enough for me, so so I came back, but now I've been here for like 11 years, that's probably too long. Is this ever going to update? How long have we been waiting for? I've never done... I don't really do trading either, Fox, so I don't really know what the fucking go is. What the fuck am I supposed to be doing? I kind of want the high-risk trade, right? Because I think that that's just more entertaining. We got away with one high-risk buy low, sell high. Are you a mod of Wall Street bets? That's good advice. Like doing a full gold run, that's interesting, but standing here watching this screen is not very interesting. To be honest. Am I frozen? Maybe. Am I frozen? Am I moving? I get paranoid about that sort of stuff because often my NVIDIA broadcast can screw up, and my camera can freeze, and all that kind of good stuff. That's good. It looks like I'm frozen because I'm just staring at a fucking screen for hours. Oh, here we go. We updated. Right, 100%. We're 100%. Let's go. So this website that I'm looking at says that I should sell at Area 18. So if we survive the takeoff process, I think that, you know, we're good, right? The main danger is taking off. Yeah, if you've got... my first trade was like... I mean, even that barrel trade that I made, that barrel trade was like 160 grand and I got like 23k from that. And that was like nothing. That was really easy money. But not a lot. 23k is not a lot of money. And you need to have the 160 up front, if you know what I mean. So we all have the Corsair until the 30th of September, I think. God, even the sound of my ship is freaking me out. The good thing about Daymar is that the atmosphere is thinner, so it's going to take me less time to get out of the atmosphere. Where the fuck is it? Oh, I got a red guy on my tail. Oh, shit. That's the wrong button. That could be an NPC, because there is a place where NPCs spawn near here. This is actually probably the best route to make. That's probably an NPC. If that wasn't an NPC, they'd be attacking me by now. But yeah, the issue with the Microtech run is that I think it's like 10,000 clicks before you get out of atmosphere, before you can jump. So there's a really great opportunity to be pirated there. But is the NPC worth eliminating? Yeah, sure, yeah. I mean, there is a contracts that you can take called a call to arms. General Mercenary, a call to arms. This is like a passive mission. So you almost always just like accept this offer and then untrack it because it's annoying. But this just runs in the background, and any bad guy that you kill, you get a couple extra bucks for those bad guys. NPC ships can also be worth killing for like loot. You know, they'll have like armor, guns, and stuff like that. So in that case, they can be worth killing. On the rare occasion, they can also have cargo. You know, for example, if you see a Cutlass Black, if you take that out, there might be some cargo in the back. You might be able to take their guns off, or some of the components off that ship. And finally, you can also strip those ships. If you have a Vulture, you can strip the hulls and make money that way. So there's, you know, in that case, I didn't want to have a fight. I just want to make my money. But, you know, it depends, yeah. NPCs can be worth eliminating sometimes. All right, so this was the trade that the internet told me to do. So we're gonna go from Daymar to Area 18. How much are we in the hole? Do you know? So that's not quite 500,000, but you know, we had over 1 million before, right? So it's still probably around the 400,000 mark, right? A little over 400,000 in the hole at the moment. If someone takes me out and just steals my gear, they've basically earned 400 grand for nothing. Not for nothing. I mean, it's difficult to pirate people, but with trading, you're investing a large portion of money just to make a small amount of money back. This is really kind of fucking stressful, actually, doing this. But yeah, I try and jump on the weekends. Like for me at the moment, it just hit midnight. It's midnight now for me. Normally it's a school night for me, but tomorrow is a public holiday, so I don't usually stream too late on Sunday nights. But I try and jump on at least on Friday, Saturdays around this time. So if you're around, we can try and get you rich and play together and see if we can earn you some money. That's also no problem to do as well. When I first started playing Star Citizen, I had a few people help me out, like played with me and helped me out and showed me the ropes. There's a lot of ropes with this game. Even now, I still learn new things about this game. It's really kind of a bit nuts. But, it's always good to pay that sort of stuff forward, I think, right? I really didn't pay attention to how much I spent, which is annoying. But what we're looking for is about 1.1 million. If we get to 1.1 million, then okay, that's fine. 1.1 million or more. I really hate these white markers. Can you see these white markers on the right here? It's really annoying. That's definitely a bug. Okay. Alright, where are we? Finding the airports in Star Citizen is not easy. Especially for a new player, but even for like a veteran. This kind of looks airporty to me. I don't know.
Hello.
Alright, looks good.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
I was lucky. Okay, it looks like I've got some hazards that I want to avoid. Could you imagine if I just slammed? Oh my god, there's a... Is that the 890 jump taking off? Could you imagine if I slammed into those poles? With a cargo full of gold? I can hear a ship near me. This is where a troll should slam into me and kill me. Beautiful.
Complete. Have a pleasant stay.
You see that landing? That's textbook. I should actually just move all of this stuff out of my inventory. All right. And past 12. There's a part of me that wants to go back to SMO 18 on Microtech because that would just be a dick move and a cheeky move to tempt fates. But let's do this trade. Hello. And then buy the arrow? Do I buy the arrow in area 18? Why do I have to look everything up? Open sesame.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
And on our core, all UE's common laws are still in effect.
I can't believe they still have Invictus signs up. Now, where am I going? Not to the convention center. How dodgy does this look? Would you trust this ram? Holy shit. Alright. I'm not sure if I know where... Oh no, I do know where. Alright, so where's the arrow? Come on, can I buy an area 18? Corp, area 18. Oh, okay. Well, that's a good way to end this stream, I think. We'll turn this trade in, and then we'll go buy the arrow. That way you can see how much other ships are worth in this game. The jank is real, man. What's this? This is Corp. This is the Coruscant of Star Citizen, so it's basically like an entire planet that's a city. Not as exciting as it sounds. But still, you know, cool. You can fly around, you can land on the rooftops, you can fly all between the buildings, that kind of stuff, so that's cool. They've oh, put some clothes on. They regularly have meetings this big orb. The big orb is a big part of this. Oh, sorry, mate. Let's go to the TDD. Man, apparently I'm dying of hunger. Nudist. Alright, let's sell our stuff. And then let's see if we can buy an arrow. Because there's one thing to make money. But it's more fun to spend money, don't you think? That's like 540k. There. What I want is 1.1 million. 1.1 million. 1.1 million. So it's basically what I expected. Oops. So now we've got to find where they sell the ships. That is so creepy. Alright. NPCs in this game, man. Anyway. Astro Armada, that's what we want, right? It's not this way, is it? I'm going the wrong way. This feels like the wrong way. Ooh. This is like a dodgy alley, man. It's a rape alley. Alright, that's the wrong way. Ooh. That's the hospital. He was so close. Okay, this is the bar. Ah, Astro Armada. Here we go. Alright, let's check out... We'll buy a ship here, but we'll also check out some of the prices for some of the other ships. That's the Hawk. The Hawk has a EMP thing, but also that back section here, you can store prisoners here. That's not functional at the moment, but it has a cool little chair that pops out. Hopefully, at some point, you'll be able to put your bounties in there and restrain them. The Sol System, yeah, the Sol System is, yeah, that's a part of the plan. So this is the Stanton system. You can find the star map online. It's just like a picture of all the different systems, and the Sol System is one of them, yeah. Who knows when that's coming. Okay, so the Hawk that I just showed you, that's 1.2 million. Origin 300i, that's 700,000. So, you know, that kind of gives you an idea of the prices here. The Arrow here, that's what we're going to buy today. That's less than $1 million. Wow, the Interceptor's over $1 million? I didn't realize that. Oh. The Ghost, Terrapin is 4.4 million. The Delta is 700 grand. This is a fighter. But look, the Merlin here, snub fighter, 130,000. So some of these ships are quite cheap. The Nox, that's a bike. The hover bike, that's only 300 grand. That's a lot of money, actually. The Ballista, another ground vehicle, is 300 grand. This is the alien ship. There's a few alien ships in this game. This one's 2.1 million. What's an expensive ship? Hover quad is only 88 grand. There's a 400i luxury exploration vehicle. That is $6.3 million. 6.3 million. We'll get you this bad boy. Is that all we can buy here? Is that the most expensive ship here? Oh, we got the Crusader C2 here. That's 4.9 million. So yeah, you know, 4.9 million. That might take you a while to save up, depending on what you're doing. Origin 600i is 9.8 million. I think the most expensive ship is around 33, 32 million. So, you know, all of these ships, the Banner Defender, that's another one of these alien ships by a different race, but 2.7 million. The Carrack, here we go, 26 million. This thing is huge, and it has its own hangar. It has its own med bed, so you can set your spawn point inside of this this beast. It holds a bunch of ships, blah 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 blah. 26 million. So yeah, you can buy ships in Star Citizen. This one, less than $1 million, and this is the best, probably the best fighter in Star Citizen. It's a light fighter, so it's a bit of a glass cannon, but it just handles brilliantly. So that's why we're going to buy this ship next. And then we'll have fun doing some bounties with the Arrow. But that's it for today. That's it for this stream. Thanks for keeping me company. Thanks for entertaining me. We did quite well. We had like 2 gold runs that was successful, and a barrel run. I learned a lot. We didn't get killed by trolls or pirates. They tried, but we survived. If you wanna jump in for a playthrough, let me know. I'm on it at erratic times, but I'm always up to play as well. I'm gonna say goodnight, and I'll see you in the verse. Take care, and good night.